gut says you killed Agent Young. I'm gonna put you where you belong. I could use your help. Nobody would have to know.
What if I brought you more business?
I'll give you 24 hours.
With Noma, you're either in or you're out with a bullet.
The game ain't what it used to be. It's different now. You're out your league.
Question is, who shot me?
It wasn't me.
That motherfucker's gonna die.
What's up, big ass niggas? This your boy J Miles, and I am back with another video. And you know what to do. If you're new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, leave a like, comment, let me know what you're thinking. But most importantly, make sure you share it with your ugly ass friends. On today's video, we'll be covering Power Book 2 Ghost, and this is Dru and Diana Exposed, How Monet Found Out the Truth, Part 2. Now, if you've been following my channel for a while, you know I did a part 1 of this. Actually, it wasn't a part 1 at first. I thought that was going to be the only video. But, of course, after getting some more information and getting a little bit more insight from watching episode 1 and seeing episode 2's promo, it kind of, made me it steered me into a new direction of how I think the writers are going with this. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this video. So, at the end of this new episode that just released, we see Monet lying in the bed and she's become conscious and she's speaking to her children. And then she asks them who did this, and Cane replied, "We don't know." She replied, "Find out." So I think later on in episode 2, she will task Cane to figure out who it was who shot her. Similar to how Lorenzo tasked Cane to find out who shot Zeke. So Cane is going to be on a mission to find out who it was and who was behind the shooting of his beloved mother, right? So hold on to that and let me go somewhere else real quick, because it's all going to line up later. But in the episode 2 promo, we can see Effie talking to Noma, saying that, she's saying that she could potentially give Noma a new alliance, perhaps a new army or something. So, with that being said, we all know that the alliance that she was speaking of was the Russians. Now, how it is that she's gonna exactly maybe form this alliance with the Russians, I haven't quite figured out yet, but that's not what's important. The point is, she's gonna go to the Russians. And as we see, she's gonna go with Cane, right? So, keep that in mind. She's going to make an alliance with the Russians, with Cane. Spin the block. All right, they're glad, niggas. Now we back at the house. And at the house is gonna be Diana and Dru, along with Monet. So Monet is gonna be pressuring them as well, asking questions and stuff. And Dru and Diana is gonna be like, we gotta stay. Mostly Dru. He's gonna be trying to, persuade Diana. And he's gonna be like, look, we gotta stay 2 steps ahead. So this is the thing. We're gonna say it was the Russians who shot her. And then Diana is gonna agree, because this is putting it on someone that she don't give a damn about, and they both don't give a damn about them. But it could only thing is this could potentially start another war that they don't really want to get into. But it is what it is. They trying to get the pressure off them, and they can't no longer blame it on Tariq. So they have to put it on someone. 1 + 1 = the Russians. Now, let's get back to it. Keep in mind, I just told y'all that Effie and Cane are making an alliance with the Russians. So they're going to be successful at forming this alliance. And then they're going to introduce them to Noma. Now, after Monet finds out that it's the Russians, she's going to be upset. And then, when she says that mother effer is dead, I think she was speaking of the Russians, the head of the Russians or whoever. So as you can see in this photo right here, and this is coming from the episode 2 promo, you can tell that is indeed Monet that's right there, along with the Russians, Noma, Obi, Effie, and a couple of other Russian dudes, right? Maybe Cane was there too. Not exactly sure on that. But this is the thing. This is the point. She's gonna pull up, and she's gonna come. She may just come blasting. Whether she fired or not, she's gonna at least point a gun at the Russians. And Noma's gonna be there as well, and she's gonna be asking her, "What the hell are you doing? Why are you messing with my business?" Right? And she's gonna tell her that mother effer shot me, right? And then Noma, see, this is the problem with Dru and Diana's plan that's gonna mess it up. Noma is gonna be there, and she's gonna be like, the Russians, I was told that it was Tariq who shot you. And after she finds out from Noma that it was Tariq, she's gonna turn to Cane and she's gonna be like, what the F is going on? How is it that Noma is telling me that it was Tariq who shot me? And then Dru and Diana is telling me it's the Russians. And then Cane is gonna be like, well, at the beginning, yeah, Diana said it was Tariq. Then she changed her mind and said it wasn't. So he's gonna be confused too. But that's gonna let both of them know together that something fishy is going on. And be like, how the hell can you mess up Tariq with the Russians? So it's either it was Tariq or it wasn't. Which one is it? And that's when they're both gonna put their heads together and find, and then Monet is gonna go ahead and set up a meet to talk with Tariq. Right? And she's gonna be like, she's gonna also remember that Tariq was angry with her about him giving her, about Monet giving her, giving Tasha's address to Tommy, right? That's gonna come back in her head. She's gonna be like, wait, Tariq was angry at me because she thought that I gave Tommy his mother's address. Where the hell did that come from? She's gonna remember that. And then Cane is gonna be like, how did they how did they find out? And then they're gonna have a conversation probably with Tariq. He's like, somebody gave the address to Kate Egan. I think Tariq isn't gonna quite rat Diana and Dru out, but hey, Monet and Cane is gonna figure out themselves. So I believe Cane is gonna make a trip to Kate Egan's spot, or maybe Monet and her will go at first, and they're gonna find out by indeed from Miss Egan that it was indeed Diana that found that gave that letter, right? And then that's when Cane is gonna figure it all out. He's gonna be like, you know what? It was Cane and Dru who plotted this whole thing. So they were behind this. And I believe afterwards, you know what I'm saying? But before that, let me spin the block again one more time. I think once he figured out, Monet and them figure out, I'm trying to figure out why were they in a hotel. So my opinion is they had to be in a hotel to try to get it and hide out from someone. And the only one I could possibly maybe seeing them hiding out from is the Russians maybe. Because maybe Monet is going to start a war with them. Not exactly sure. But anyways, all I know is, remember this image here. You're going to see Cane shooting at a car. This car here is clearly Dru. This is the car that Dru took, maybe the one he stole at the end of episode 1. If you remember, he busted the windows open and stole a car. So this is going to be Dru's car that he's shooting in. I believe this is after Cane figures out that it was him behind, you know, behind Monet's shooting. Also, I believe now I'm gonna switch up my prediction on another thing too. When Diana and Dru is running, I think it was Cane that they were running from. Cane is gonna be after them, and then they're gonna maybe both of them jumped into that car and Cane shot at them. Because Cane is gonna be furious. Keep in mind, Cane is a mama's boy. So there you have it, people. That's how they're gonna figure it out. It's gonna be the Russians. What's gonna mess up their plan is Noma's gonna tell Monet that it wasn't the Russians. It was indeed. It was Tariq, and then she's gonna figure out from Tariq that it wasn't Tariq. That, you know, it was someone else, and then that's like I said, she's gonna remember this, that what he was talking about with someone gave his mother's address. They're gonna go put two and two together once they're going to Kate Egan's place, and then that's when they're gonna figure out that that it was Diana. Now, that's pretty much, yeah, I was gonna give y'all a little bit more, but it's gonna be a separate video, so pretty much that's all I got for y'all, man, you know. So like usual, if you cool with me, fool with me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, leave a like, comment, let me know what you're thinking, but until the next video, I'm out.